There's a moment every cat owner has experienced, but almost no one questions. Your cat is sitting with you, maybe on your lap, maybe beside you. She's still, quiet, calm. You're petting her and she's not moving. So in your mind, it's simple. She loves this. But what if I told you some of the moments you think your cat enjoys the most are actually the ones she's just enduring? Not because she's fake, not because she doesn't care, but because cats don't express discomfort the way you expect. They don't interrupt you. They don't complain. They wait. And if you don't understand that, you'll miss everything. Let's start with something that looks like love, but often isn't. It's late. Everything is quiet. Your cat is sitting with you, and you start petting her slowly. She doesn't move. She doesn't leave. She just stays. And in your head, that confirms it. She's enjoying this. But look closer. Her body isn't melting into your hand. It's holding. Her tail gives a small flick, then stops. Her ears shift slightly, then reset. She's not relaxed. She's processing you. Cats have a threshold, a limit where touch goes from comforting to too much. But instead of leaving immediately, many cats pause. They give you time to notice, time to stop. And when you don't, that's when the mood changes. Not suddenly, but inevitably. That scratch or bite you thought came out of nowhere, it didn't. You just missed the quiet part of the conversation. When you hold her and she doesn't fight back, you pick her up. She doesn't struggle. No panic, no resistance. She just stays in your arms. And that feels like trust. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Stillness doesn't always mean comfort. Sometimes it means surrender. Cats are built around control. Where they go, when they move, how they interact. The moment you lift them, that control disappears. Some cats fight it. Others freeze. They wait for it to end. You'll notice it if you stop looking at the surface. Her body feels slightly stiff. Her eyes are alert, not soft. And the second your grip loosens, she's gone. Not slowly, immediately. That wasn't affection, that was patience. This one tricks almost everyone. Your cat rolls onto her back, exposes her stomach, completely open, completely vulnerable. And something in you reacts instantly. You reach out, because to you, that's an invitation. But to your cat, that moment wasn't about touch, it was about trust. In the wild, the belly is the weakest point. No cat exposes it unless they feel completely safe. So when she shows it to you, she's saying, I trust you enough not to hurt me. But the moment your hand goes in, that trust gets tested. For many cats, the belly is not a place for affection, it's a place they protect. So they tolerate your hand for a second, then react, and it leaves you confused. But from her perspective, you crossed a line she never invited you to cross. This is one of the most misunderstood forms of affection. Your cat comes into the room, walks over, and sits just out of reach. Not on you, not touching you, just close enough to exist in your space. To most people, this feels incomplete, like she's almost being affectionate. So you try to close the gap. You reach out, pull her closer, start interacting, and she leaves. And now you're confused again. She came to me. Why did she go? Because you misunderstood the moment. For a cat, proximity is already a statement. She chose your space. The TV is on. People are talking. Things are moving around. And your cat is still there. So you assume she's fine. But watch her, not the room. Her ears don't rest. They rotate constantly. Her eyes track everything. Her body isn't relaxed. It's ready. Cats don't always escape discomfort immediately. Sometimes they observe it, endure it, wait it out. But that doesn't mean they're at ease. It just means they haven't reached their limit yet. And over time, if that environment becomes constant, they don't become comfortable. They become distant. She's sleeping, completely still, peaceful. And you touch her, call her name, maybe even move her slightly. She wakes up but doesn't react much, so it feels harmless. But sleep for a cat is not just rest, it's vulnerability. It's the one time they fully let their guard down. When you interrupt that repeatedly, something shifts. Not dramatically, quietly. She starts choosing different places to sleep. Higher places, hidden places, distant places. Not because she doesn't like you, but because she's protecting the only thing she can't defend while awake, her rest. This one is hardest to understand because it looks exactly like affection. Your cat stays. You pet her, hold her, interact with her, and she doesn't leave. So you assume she wants this. But sometimes she's just not leaving yet. Cats don't always react immediately. They escalate slowly. First a signal, then another, then another. And if none of them are heard, only then comes the final reaction. The scratch, the bite, the sudden exit. And by then, it feels like a switch flipped. But it didn't. You just missed the quiet part of the conversation. Cats don't fake love, but they do tolerate discomfort in silence. And that's where most people get it wrong. They judge the moment by what they see instead of what the cat is quietly trying to say. But once you start noticing the small things, the tail flick, the shift in posture, the moment she chooses distance instead of closeness, something changes. You stop forcing interactions. You stop guessing. And for the first time, your cat doesn't just stay with you, she chooses to. And that's the difference between being tolerated and being trusted.